Hi, it's Patrick Cranston of CranstonIT with your Bionic Business Vlog, and it's my passion to help you make your business faster, stronger, better. We've been talking about IT security, and today I want to give you a few examples of what phishing attacks look like in real life and how you can better arm yourself to defeat them. So, I want to show you here on my screen a couple of phishing emails that I've gotten recently. First one's a pretty easy one. You look here, it came into my email and Apple Mail actually thinks that it's junk mail, so it's put it in a junk mail folder and is blocking the images from loading. But I'm going to go ahead and click Load Remote Content here, and you can see it brings in what looks like to be LinkedIn logos and looks pretty legit until you look at it a little bit closer. If you look at the email address that this came from, it came from a Hansen@specair.com. So as soon as I know it didn't come from LinkedIn, I know this is junk and I can just delete it. The next email here that I want to show you is coming from GoDaddy. Now this one is saying that I need to verify my account and it's on hold. It's a little more scary of an email that, oh, my GoDaddy services might not be working. So I want to look here at the email address, and you see that it actually is not coming from GoDaddy, but it's coming from a .jp email address. So I know that this right away, this is bogus. But if I didn't take time to look at this, and let's just say I clicked on the link here, first off, if I roll over the link without clicking on it, you see it's taking me to a primeautoplex.com email address, which is not a GoDaddy.com email address. That's another big red flag that this is bogus email. But I'm going to click on this link anyways. It's going to launch the website, and it says up here at the top, primeautoplex.com. That's another red flag there, but it does look like a GoDaddy site. If I clicked on here and went to log in, if I put in my GoDaddy username and password, what's happened now is I've now given the hackers my GoDaddy login information. So any services I use from GoDaddy, email, website hosting, domain name, SSL certificates, those are all now immediately compromised because anybody with my GoDaddy username and password could log in and get access to this account. You also see as soon as I log in or click to log in here, Safari actually gives you another red flag telling you that this website is not secured because it's not using HTTPS. Once again, another red flag. GoDaddy is going to secure their websites with encryption, and this one is not secured. So once again, several red flags that can help you know that this is not a legitimate website. And what you can do in these cases is just simply delete the email or mark it as junk and get rid of it. You don't need to do anything more with it. Now, one other thing I want to show you here, two other emails actually I want to show you, are coming from Apple. And one of these says that my Apple ID was used to sign into iCloud using an iPhone 10. This email was sent to my actual Apple ID email address, which is one of my personal email addresses. So I know this is legitimate. I had actually just logged into my iPhone at this point, so I did know that this was a legitimate email. But if someone else had logged in using my my email address or email account, to Apple services, Apple would send me this as a warning. Now if I look here, I can check the email address and see that this was sent from an apple.com email account, so that means that it's legitimate. And also it's linking me to appleid@apple.com, and if I roll over it, that's where that website's taking me. Once again, I know this is a legitimate email from Apple. Now I want to show you one other email that looks very similar. This one says my Apple ID was used to sign into iCloud on an iPhone 7. Now, I didn't sign into iCloud on an iPhone 7, so I might be concerned about this. But if I check the email address, you can see it was sent from apple-signin.com. Well, that's not an apple.com email address. It's similar, but it's not exact. So I know that this is a bogus email. Plus, if you look down here, it says it's going to take me to appleid.apple.com, but if I roll over this link and let it load, you will see that it's going to take me to some other website. It's not actually taking me to apple.com. So once again, this is two big red flags that this is a bad website. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on this website, and we're going to see what happens in this case. If I click on this website, you see it's taking me to a website called strongencryption.org, and actually it's taking me to the KnowBe4 service. Now, KnowBe4 is a email phishing and training service that we use to help train our clients to be aware of bad websites that are out there. And if they fall prey to one of the test emails we sent, this email that we are looking at here was actually a test email sent from our KnowBe4 system. If the user clicks on this and goes through, instead of being taken to a website that would steal their information, they're taken to a training page that says, hey, you clicked on a simulated phishing test. Remember these 3 rules to stay safe. And it goes through some helpful tips and training that the users can use to learn to identify a bogus email in the future. So this KnowBe4 is a great service that you can use to help train your users on phishing. You can also use just common sense and a few checks on your own to learn about phishing or to avoid phishing attacks. If you'd like to learn more about KnowBe4, you can check it out in the post. I have a link to it in my post, or you can contact us and we'd be happy to set you up with a free trial. I hope you enjoyed today's post. If you found it useful, please like or share this post. If you have a comment or question you would like to ask, please post a comment or send an email to ask@CranstonIT.com, and I'll try to address it in a future video.